In this video, what you can fit into the trunk, how much space you have on the second row seats, and how much space you have in the first row seats. Also, what is the tech on the board? Hi, my name is Mariusz and welcome in my Toyota Yaris Cross interior review. Let's start from the trunk. And let's take a look to the trunk. If you have a higher version, you can have a kick opening, but this version, Active Tech, does not have it. Opening is manual. So the trunk is a little bit smaller for all-wheel drive version, but you have just a little bit space underneath the cover, and possibly you can just remove it if you don't like it, so you will get this extra space. You have here a lamp, some hooks on the back, another hook on the left side, and a little bit of pocket here, and the same hook for the net on the right side, small pocket here, and the hook. So I would say not really practical, but at least you have some storage. So you can see what I was able to fit into the trunk, and you can also see how the trunk looks like with folded seats, how much space you have. And let's move on to the comparison. How does the trunk capacity looks like compared to competition? And I have prepared for you the graphs of the trunk capacity for various cars, which might be a bit similar to Toyota Yaris Cross. So looking at the graph, Toyota Yaris Cross has basically the same size trunk as Renault Captur and way bigger than Renault Clio. The situation is pretty much the same when we fold down the seats. Toyota Yaris Cross is better than Renault Clio and almost the same size as Renault Captur. If I have my perfect position, I basically have no space on the back. And also these headrests, I think they are a bit too big. They can a bit block a view for the back passengers. Quite big headrest. So yeah, generally speaking, I could not travel too far in this week, maybe just from point A to B in the town. So yeah, going on the back, scratchy plastic, here a bit of fabric, electric windows, cheap plastic, place for small bottle, and the speakers. Sound is good, but still being a bit cramped on the back, I have a lot of space above my head. As a front passenger, I have actually enough space for my knees, for my legs. I can even push the seat a little bit farther to the front, and it's still okay. However, I feel like I'm sitting on the bench. Maybe I can lower the position. Yes, I can. It's going quite far down. Yes, and now I can sit a bit more comfortable. Yeah, it's not bad actually. It's not bad. And the steering wheel, in general, it feels good in touch, it's fine, very nice stitching around, it's not fat, but down below, this is a bit maybe strange plastic, and the buttons, they are in general fine, but they don't give you really nice tactile feedback or response. This is actually rubberized, but I doubt you can touch it unless you are unhappy with somebody else driving, then you might use it. And this is a bit better quality plastic, but still plastic, and personally I don't like the steering wheel being split by two. Scratchy plastic. Steering wheel is regulated manually. I could find good position behind the steering wheel. So this is scratchy plastic, this is fabric, some plastic, this is not aluminium, this is not metal. Also door handle feels cheap, it's not metal. You have a door lock here as well. And you have also the buttons to open the windows. So back windows are electric, front electric, and also lock for the windows and lock for the doors. You can regulate the side mirrors. So let's power the car. And now we can try to close the windows, and they are going all the way down. Same story here. This is a lock for the windows and the lock for the doors. Yes, but we want to stay open. And then you have the button to fold the mirrors. So I'm clicking this on now. You can regulate the mirrors left, and up, then down. Going down, scratchy plastic here. There is a speaker below. You can fit here the bottle. Down below you have button for the heated steering wheel, defrosting the windshield, high beam. It's actually a bit too hard to achieve, but you know, it's doable. But here it's a bit different. This is a bit soft rubberized material. Here is hard, but the difference is for the vents. The plastic feels a little bit more expensive, and it's working very well for adjusting the direction of the air. And the sound system is basic, actually a little bit better than basic, because basic has 4 speakers in active version, and ours is active tech, and it's a bit above, has 6 speakers, and they sound very nice, and they sound quite rich, and I think it's better than I expected. And even with a bass, it's noticeable. So yes, there is another speaker there. There is a glove box just for the documentation. And here you have a climate control unit, automatic air condition. You can change the temperature by half degrees, and ventilation, and a couple of buttons. That's the rear and the mirrors, and defrosting the front glass. So here you can change if it's the air condition can save the energy. You have 12-volt socket, and in this version you have heated seats. That's what is actually interesting. It's no medium, it's just low and high. And this is the keeping the speed while driving downhill. Quite interesting. I'm not sure if this is only for 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive vehicles. Just one USB port. That's a bit little. Automatic gear lever. Here you can change for a trailer. Snow, depends from the conditions. If you push it down, it's normal. But this also changed the behavior, and you can select drive mode, eco, normal, and power, turn off differential, and EV mode. Well, basically this is not functioning realistically because the battery is too small. Some lights here. You have a mirror here without light. So this is rubberized material. This is hard plastic. This is the pad for your phone. Rubberized. With higher version you will get inductive charging, some vents, couple of cup holders, and here you can rest your phone or keep some, I don't know, wallet maybe. In addition, if you want to tank your car, here is the button down below. It's a bit nasty place, and the seats are regulated manually. Unfortunately, there is not much space on the second row seats, and it's not easy to get there because back doors are not opening very wide. For me, it was quite complicated to get inside. I am 1.85 meters tall, and I hadn't had much space for my knees, so I think you can't really travel for a long distances being a tall passenger. But this space would be good enough for kids. The one downside I noticed is the lack of the air cooling for the back passengers. So generally speaking, there is not much space on the back, and materials used on the back, they are just fine. I think the quality is okay, is mid-level, but definitely this is Toyota and the interior would serve you for years. Then regarding the space in the front first row seats, I can admit that I could find really comfortable position. I found the adjustment manual, but still I could find comfy position in front, and I had enough space for my legs and hands and above my head. And then going to the trunk, the size is quite small, but still you can fit a little bit of luggage over there. And regarding the smart functionality is not excellent. So the question is it worth the money? In my opinion, mid-level or low level of interior trim is okay to buy. I would think twice about executive version, which is the most expensive, because I think it's a bit overkill for this size vehicle. But overall speaking, it's an interesting car with good quality, which is cheap to run. I think you will be happy with it, and the car has quite good options on board, like a power folding side mirrors, blind spot monitoring, automatic climate control. So that's it, my friends. Thank you very much for watching, and please let me know in the comments down below, are you going to buy this vehicle? Are you going to buy new or used one? If yes, which version? Low trim, medium, which we saw today in the video, or you don't care about the money and you go for full options with extra features. So you already know my opinion, and please let me know in comments your opinion about this vehicle. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you in the next video. Bye.